Hi knitters, I'm back again. I'm going to show you how to seam up the bound off edge to the cast on edge, which will be the square above, because we've laid out all the squares with the cast on edge at the bottom and the bound off edge at the top. So I always like to work from the right to the left for these horizontal seams, and I'm going to save this blue end to go up the side seam of this square. So I'm going to leave that there. And then I have this the watermelon end on my yarn needle, because that's the one I'm going to use to go across this seam. But since it is already on the left side, I'm just going to flip these around, and I will start over here from the right, and I'll work my way to the left, because that just makes it easier for me. All right, so what I do is I will join, just like I did on the bottom, or I'm sorry, on the side seam. I join the edges here, the corners. The corners. And I'm going to look, because right above that bound off edge, there will be a stitch pattern that I want to follow. So I'm going to go through the two, if you can see that V right here, there's a V. I'm going to go under both of those stitches, and it's the stitch, those loops. And it's right above that bound off edge. So I'm kind of tucking the bound off edge in. Then I'm going to go back into that same stitch again, and I'm going to come up in the next stitch over. So I just scooted over one stitch there, and I'm going to kind of pull that up. So now I'm going to go into this next stitch here right above, and I'm going to go under the two sides of the V there with my yarn needle. Going to pull that up, give it a tug, and I'm going to go back in to that same stitch, and I'm going to go pull it through. I come up here and go into the V, under the V above. Go back into the same spot again, if you can see that. I'm just going to come up in the next stitch over. Go under and come up under the V. And I'm just going to continue doing that all the way across. I usually have this just kind of on my lap or on like a pillow or something on my lap, and I usually just sit and do this on my lap. Alright, so now I'm back to one of the knitted sections, and I can kind of see how I'm doing here. So I'm going to go under the V, back down and over. Go up here, go under the V. You see how that's forming that nice edge there. Nice and clean. And it looks kind of uneven, but you have these purl ridges here that are kind of intermittent going across, so that's why. Alright. And that's basically what you're going to do all the way across. So you're going under the V on the top, and then you go back into the same place where you came up on the bottom. You scoot over a stitch, then you go under the V of that one stitch. That's two little loops of yarn there. And you just keep doing that all the way across. So that's how you do the cast on edge from the square above to the bound off edge. on the square. Weaving the ends the same way, going across. All right, I hope that helped a little bit.